Hi, it's Jacqueline. A very warm welcome to the Intimate Feminine podcast, an enchanted portal for exploring the taboo of feminine desire. This first season is dedicated to the speaking of love truth into form, opening channels for deeper intimacy and turn on in your sex, soul, and relationship, shared through the lens of my 30-year marriage with George Robinson. These first 3 episodes are meant to set the stage for up-close and personal sharing, exclusively through my own voice and dance with love. Taboo, destruction, and creation of a 30-year love affair, and the very intimate telling of the unraveling in my own marriage lay the foundation for deep, rich, erotic connection in Season 1. This is my story, shared openly with you. Just one more note. We recently adopted 2 beloved felines, Harrison and Collie. Near the end of this episode and into the next, you'll hear them playing together in the background. Perhaps they felt we needed a bit of laughter amongst the intensity of Eros. Enjoy. For as long as I can remember, I have carried within my being an awareness of what creates and carries an energetic life force, what feels and is alive in my own system as well as around me. I've known for some time that I would create a podcast out of my desire, first of all, to speak, to share, and to have energy and frequencies and truths of my own experience of 50 years on this planet, 30 years in relationship with the same man, coming through and being shared out loud, being spoken, being grounded and brought through to this earth plane. Initially, the name of the podcast came through as the Infinite Feminine. And as I began to play with graphics and the energetics of that language, I felt the largeness of it, the expansion of it. It energetically stretched and reached into the cosmos and touched everything that is connected to, awakened within, created in partnership, part of the feminine experience and journey. The deeper I went into playing with these graphics, which for me is really playing in the energetic field as a creative, I began to sense the largeness, and I wanted to bring it in closer, to have an intimacy, a deep connectedness that feels very cozy and almost one-on-one and inviting, and even opens doorways, let's call them back doors, secret doors, hidden doors, the unknown, into what is taboo and not talked about and has been kept in secret throughout our human lineage on a personal level and on a collective level. And the infinite feminine suddenly became the intimate feminine. So this podcast will be woven as a connector between what is infinitely feminine and expansive, because she is the void, and what is intimately feminine, right up close and personal. I've been told that a lot lives in my eyes, and I know this myself. I can feel sensations and intensities behind my eyes when energy is alive and very turned on and connected. And so this podcast as well, The Infinite Feminine, will be spoken through the lens of my own eyes, both what is seen in this physical world and what I learned through studying mysticism almost 20 years ago, what lives behind the eyes and is known and sensed from that place. The feminine is highly sensual, and I have always been so. That in, I would say, not only my early years, but most of my life became interpreted as more boxed in sexual, whereas sensual is about energy, is about life force, is about magic and mystery, and again, what lives beyond what is seen to the naked eye. I've always had an ability to sense that. My intention today in this sort of introduction to me and to this body of work I am weaving and creating with time and in partnership with others, as well as we have conversations. We will be having intimate conversations here. My intention today is to give you a sense of who I am and where I come from, and a little bit of the context of sort of a foundational point of what will be explored and shared and opened and in some ways at times rewritten as truth. I believe many things that have been passed on to us, many words, many beliefs, many programs and frequencies are imbued with false energy signatures. And through the language we use, through the questions I'll ask, through what is being shared from my guests and partners, we will redefine, we will reprogram in some ways without it being a running program. We will purify the energy of particular words and languages and truths and experiences. I am simultaneously writing the story of me, the story of my love with my husband, George, of 30 years and all that we have been through, which few people really know the intimate details of. So today I want to just kind of summarize the high points of that. And I imagine if you're listening to this far, there will be pieces here that are true or have been contemplated and perhaps even lived out and experienced in your own life as well. Part of what I am here on this planet to be the living frequency of is a new language of love, a new truth around love. What we have known as love is actually a distortion. What we have understood as healthy relationship is an enamored sort of codependency of one another. And so my 30-year marriage and all the pieces that have come in thus far has been my own pathway to not only understanding myself as the feminine, as a woman, as lover, but also to, I'm going to use that word again, purifying what is not true any longer. For me, for the women in my lineage, for the feminine collective, for couples, for two lovers, for relationship, for intimacy, and what we understand intimacy to be, which is very often, if we say the language intimacy or eros or erotic, we immediately go to something sexual. And those energetics are so much more. My desire, my intention is to sort of open Pandora's box, to look at the taboo we don't talk about and we keep only in secret, in hiding, because there has been so much shame around our desire and our eroticism and our sexuality and our pursuit of what we understand love and bondedness to be with another human. All of that in good time, my friends, in good time.
Oh my gosh, there's so much more to come, loves. I've been waiting for what feels like a very long time to share these very intimate pieces of our love story coming up in episodes 1 and 2. For every lover and partner, there are nuggets of gold to be witnessed and perhaps even embodied through our experience. It's my honor and pleasure to share with you. If you'd like to get more connected with me in my places, you can do so through my website, JacquelineLRobinson.com, or on my Facebook page, The Intimate Feminine. I would love to hear your stories of love and how relationship is opening you into a much deeper expression of who you are. Much love. Until next time, I'm Jacqueline Robinson, and this is The Intimate Feminine.